But we're way too busy with 2.0 to even care
This
about
is
it right now.
accurate.
So maybe one day, but it's not happening anytime soon.
Yes. All right, let me. Okay. Cool. 10 instances of that. That's great. Yeah, okay. No, Worlds 2.0 is not PvP. No. The ETA, so we'll do a bigger section at the end talking about Worlds 2.0. ETA right now is probably by XP wipe is what we're shooting for. It could happen potentially, maybe if all of the stars align and we're in the right astrological house, maybe a little sooner. But we're not trying to overpromise and underdeliver. So we're thinking by next XP wipe. So that's raise the number of dungeons and stuff that goes on. There is a limit to what a server can handle, which will also be assuaged by Worlds 2.0, potentially, maybe. However, you are at Y level 3500 on the raid worlds. The entire map on the regular worlds exists underneath you. Face Punch does not like you being up that high. There is only so much we can do as far as increasing limits on dungeons and raids and Bradleys and stuff on these maps currently. All right, next question.
The next suggestion is Ironman Mode and ranking for it. Disable casino use, so no easy money.
I want to do an Ironman mode. We want to do an Ironman mode, but we want to do it right. That's just going to take time. Remember, we are growing, but still a small team. Our development team genuinely consists of Crying, Penguin, Nacho, Coltero, and Turner is dedicated to Proxy. So that is 4 human beings who are in charge of the content. It takes time. And then Mysticos, who just like gatekeeps the answers until we're pulling our hair out and then has all the answers.
And don't forget ChatGPT.
All right. How are we doing on questions? I thought that was long.
Trying to filter through, just find. There's a lot of discussion as well. So
what is he streaming? It failed to start for me.
Definitely.
Nobody tell Mad. Nobody tell Mad.
Should I be worried?
No, don't worry about it.
I feel like I should be worried.
You should always be worried.
No. Definitely not a single.
If you're on the server that I think you're on right now, I'm like, I'd be so upset. You're not. Okay.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Instant craft is not. It's misnamed. Instant craft is really fast craft, like really, really fast craft. We did look at trying to make it true instant, and because of the way that it interacts with so many of our other, I swear to God, if you're streaming an IDE right now, I'm gonna be so upset. Instant craft, because of how the way it interacts with so many different things, being like crafting refunds and from like both skill tree and cooking, and like especially like the new workbench upgrades too. It's genuinely kind of a nightmare. So it's really fast craft. You shouldn't have vanilla speeds. You should make a ticket about that. That should be faster. Sorry, Stinkerbell. I keep queuing you up and then interrupting you because I see stuff.
You're good. Greenie asked, will Quarries / price of HQM be nerfed?
No.
It would be too OP.
No, it is not. Don't you dare to take that one personally. No, it's not. I would love to remove flowers from the game. Okay, genuinely, let's have a conversation about it. Greenie thinks that it... Yeah, okay, how many people are on your team, Sharpie? How many quarries do you have access to?
Yeah, there's also the option not to place them.
Yeah. Like, we have a team size of 8. I can either make them so terribly awful that genuinely nobody in a team size of 4 or smaller will find use out of them, or I can have them where they're at, which, by the way, took us genuinely hours of like running numbers and like what's the word I'm looking for when you I don't know. I made a whole tool in a browser so that I could run the numbers on like how much people would be getting out of these quarries versus how much it costs to run your pump jacks and then put it back into your quarries. We spent hours on this. Yeah, that's another good point. Running the service isn't free. One of the big perks for buying VIP is access to more quarries because it is such a like integral part of the economic loop, and people would absolutely stop buying VIP if we'd like just said no more extra quarries.
Look who showed up.
Hey, Penguin, we're all here to fight you, actually. Everybody in this chat would like to fight you right now over the skill set. Oh, easy. I stand by my original point that the rarity of the set. Crying, of course, that's what you're saying. I stand by my original point that the rarity of the set would offset the idea that it would make the other sets like not good. Like, it only drops in the deep sea, and it takes a while to get your set together. Definitely possible within a wipe, but it doesn't like nullify the usefulness of the other sets in the meantime.
I just want to say whoever's reacting with these lizards is the most dedicated I've ever seen a person.
They really, like, it happens every town hall. But it's not about an inability to understand. It is such a rare set that it's not a bad thing that it's an upgrade. It's supposed to be endgame. I disagree with you. It is the Leviathan set of skill clothing or the Impact set of skill clothing. I have no idea what we're looking at on stream. It's still failing to start and is making me more nervous by the second.
There's a lot of things I don't understand.
I would.
You don't need to worry. It's fine.
I mean, it's not like it's exactly a solo decision in a vacuum. Food Shrine and Hub. That's a fair point. That is a fair point. All right, what do we got next for questions?
So we've got Zenem. Said, as a new player, the only thing I've noticed so far is that there seems to be no reason to leave my base and explore my home server. I just TP from base, hub, do activities and return home, offload loot and back to hub. I could be missing something, but that has been my experience so far.
So a limitation that we have had since the very beginning with Proxy 1.0 is the fact that we cannot do map switching with the way that it currently exists. And that means that we're very, very limited in what we can do with our existing map because it has to have room at the top of the world for the raid platform and the dungeon island. It has to have room for the hub. All of these things need to exist. Like, there's a suggestion later on in the mega thread that talks about like the useless Bradley Islands. They're not useless. They have to be there because they're the same Bradley Islands you're using on a raid server. We are looking at overcoming, fingers crossed, potentially with a hope and a prayer, and maybe like talking to Alistair a little bit more, to get map switching working. We're very, 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 very close. Once map switching is working, it really opens up the horizon on what is genuinely possible for us to do. We can have more dedicated and specialized maps and like areas and more cool monuments and things like that. Right now, poor Mapbot is spending the majority of his time making sure that all of the things that we need to have, hub, raid platform, Bradley Islands, things like that, fit in this map, and that it's not 7 bajillion entities. We try to fit as many custom spots in on the maps as we possibly can, but we do also need to have regular monuments. We're working on the black hole leaderboard, and it wasn't just food. What you sacrifice will change wipe to wipe. Sometimes it's resources, sometimes it's food, sometimes it'll be crafted items. Like boom, it's gonna change. Yeah, we are gonna enable stability. Something went weird with this most recent wipe. When it came to turning stability off, we thought we had gotten it turned off. It turns out it was in 2 spots in the startup arguments. It'll be off. All you need to know is Penguin was right-ish. Penguin was right, asterisk. All right. But yeah, no, I feel you on not having a real reason to like leave the base and explore. It's definitely something we've noticed and are interested in building out on. However, it means that we need to have map switching, so we know stability is getting turned back on. Map switching so that we can have more interesting and in-depth monuments and places to explore on the map. And also, we need to give poor Mapbot a break so that he can go back to designing us cool stuff. That is a good point. Weba, I didn't realize it wasn't on the list. The problem with the auto sell is I had to manually put in everything, and I might have missed it. Genuinely. Every time we make custom items, unless we let Brit make the custom items, you guys hate them. It would be so for real. And then if he makes them, they're so OP that we can't balance the game around them.
Comment. No comment. No comment. I still want a mortar that shoots nukes, but I'm not gonna, you know, I might.
Oh my god. Oh, no. No. Why would you drop that in here? You know what you're doing. Oh, all right. What's next, Tinkerbell?
Nugget said, can we make it possible to skin advanced planters to the frontier skin?
No, because I could add them in as the frontier skin, but then I would be violating Face Punch's terms of service. There's no way to allow you, if you own the skin, to skin the item and still have it keep its magical properties. I could add them into the actual plugin so that they drop that way, but then I would be distributing paid DLC, and that would violate Face Punch terms of service. So I am sorry, but no. Penguin. Resources. You only have so many hours in a day. This is not a good use of those hours at the moment. They still are magic hardy planters if you get them with a spray can. You have other stuff to fix. Okay, anyway. You heard it in the chat. You piqued the devs' interests, and now they're going to put the other projects off for another 3 days. All right. So what do we got next? Think about.
Night Fury said, maybe new mode, like defense, build turrets and traps to defend against scientists.
That plugin is genuinely a nightmare. Like, it's so bad for the server. Like, it's genuinely awful. It touches all kinds of everything, and it's a lag machine. I know I like the idea too, don't get me wrong, but like, you've seen how the lag can get on the servers as is. We're not doing a purge. We're not doing a PvP area. We'll do the PvP disclaimer in just a minute, I promise. Okay. No. We can't add the Ranger base plugin as much as I would like to. Also, Penguin would fucking murder me. I just like said, here, manage this too. All right.
Next
What
one
is next?
is from Vincent, and he says, add more fishing missions that give more XP, like the tier 4 for wood, stone, etc.
How much? Sorry, I'm double checking how much my fishing quests give. No one's making you fish, bro. It's for the people that like it. Also, I saw a guy put in the chat just now, he was like, boost orchids, and like, I had to stop myself from timing him out on principle. Rude. Alright. Let's see, reward. XP, 25,000 there. Hey, Craig. Okay, so the top one gives 25,000 XP. And then skill tree, I boosted the amount of like XP you get per catch. I remember that.
Flowers, you've been responded to by 2 different developers. You say it, you spam that shit again, I'm just gonna fucking time you out.
You're in trouble. Catch fish. Yeah, so like I could probably up those a little bit. They like you get 250 XP per catch when you're catching fish, and then like the top quest gives 25,000 XP on completion. And those I put, what's the quest cooldown that I put on those? Okay, so the top one's only once per wipe. That's probably, you could probably revisit that. Alright. Yeah, we could probably revisit the fishing quest line. Flesh it out a little bit more. I know that there is a legendary fishing rod would be very cool. There are a couple of different things that we could potentially tie into, but it's not a front runner for any legendary item at the moment. I talked about it a little bit not too long ago when it came to like, we have kind of 4 people, right, who are responsible for new content generation, maintaining the existing plugin list, maintaining the plugins that you're used to, fixing bugs that come up. And we are also working on that big launch site event that we talked about in the last town hall. We're working on Proxy V2, and things that go into making sure that's functional, which there's a little bit there. It's a lot of time, considering Crying has a full-time job on top of what he's doing. Penguin has a life and a wife to keep happy. There's only so many hours in a day that can be dedicated to generating content, and because of the scope specifically of these 2 big projects that we're working on, Proxy V2 and the launch site event, it is taking a large amount of the dev resources that we have. We'll do a thing with the launch site event here at the end of the town hall, so everybody can kind of get a feel for what's being built and what we're looking at with that, and hopefully that will help you guys understand like just how big the scope is on this project. This is going to be like nothing you've seen in Rust before, is the hope, at least. And it's taking a lot of time. And in the background, Penguin's working on bug fixes, more stability with items and transfers and backpacks and inventories. We're finally getting to a point where we can start looking at bugs that have just been like pushed off and off and off because we've had so much bigger stuff like going on with backpack loss and things like that for people. Legendary fishing rod is not on the top of the list, but there are some cool things coming for Wipe next week, so. All right. What do we got next?
Next one from Miss Shub. I don't know. It's an extension of the previous duct tape one, and it's duct tape quest auto while online.
Absolutely not. Nope. No. No.
Yeah. I just think the next one might also have similar reaction. More skill points as a PR 10 than as a normal level 100.
I think somebody responded to that and kind of summed it up well. That they're fine. They have everything unlocked already. There also is a prestige perk that allows you to get more skill points already. It's fine. It costs, I think the max it's going to cost to respec is like 20,000 scrap or something like that. You're fine.
We've also got bigger stack sizes.
You guys don't want to
mainly
manage your inventory ever.
Yep.
Ever. Were they talking about specific items or just make stack size bigger?
They mentioned the tier 5 quests, so like the resources, farming resources, specifically.
Okay.
Wood being the biggest of them all.
I'm trying to read chat. So like 500,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some people saying 1 million for resources. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not like 100% against it, genuinely, but like also 500k is really high for resources. It's our highest stack size out there, and I think we've pushed up a couple of other resources to like match that 500k. And like things should take time sometimes. If you want to farm orchids and turn all of your scrap into sheet metal and sell all of your sheet metal, that should take you time. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, Penguin pointed out higher stack sizes equal slower transfers, and he means across worlds. But you don't need to be selling sheet metal for hours. You do that if you're dedicated to being a rich-ass motherfucker, which is fine. Truly. Lots of people play games like that, make number bigger, dopamine, right? Like, that's great. But it shouldn't be easy. It should be an accomplishment. If you're the richest person on the server, that should be an accomplishment. It took you time and dedication and scheduling and planning.
I like that idea. We make all the stack sizes 1,000.
Oh god.
Hit one tree, your inventory's full.
The leaderboard went away inadvertently on the RP thing. We didn't like take it out intentionally. We want to do something more intentional with leaderboards in the future. We have kind of a really disparate system at the moment, between like XP and RP and like random titles, and it's spread across a bunch of different things. Brit is actually working on something kind of cool. We might be able to tie into that. But leaderboards are cool. They will absolutely never have prizes for top place. I need you to understand that ever again. You guys will commit murder in the name of the number one spot if I give you prizes. Ever. It's never happening again. But leaderboards are cool, and we do want to do something with them eventually. All right. What do we got next? Think about.
Improvement of supply drops existence, more XP, rarer, and better loot. Counteract cooldown when having mass supplies.
Yeah, so there's been a couple of conversations in the background about ways to deal with the supply drop problem, because it is a fucking problem. They just come from everywhere, and you end up with like hundreds or thousands by the end of the wipe, and it's a nightmare. Totally understand it. Again, conversations have been had about like potentially being able to like combine them and upgrade them for better supply drops, or have some sort of UI interface that allows you to call more than one at once so that you can just like pull your loot out of a storage. A couple of different solutions have been floated. It is not at the top of the priority list at the moment. Right now is the push for the launch site event and Worlds 2.0. That is the top of our priority list, is to get that stuff ready to go and out. And then Pinguino is working on a couple of other stretch goals. I think a couple of them are ready for this force wipe. But fun quality of life stuff. Penguin, are you still here? He may be left. Yeah, he's here. Okay. Survival Arena, that's gonna be ready for Force, right? On Thursday? It's ready now. Okay. So one thing that we've been working on, and this happens, right? People like the PvP conversation starts happening and people are like, well, what about like no stakes PvP, like Survival Arena? And then we put it in and then it dies because nobody wants to do it, right? Even when we do give good rewards like Diesel and Bones and HQM, right? Or legendaries. So a solution that I'm super excited about and I have been like asking for a really long time, and Penguin finally had the time to do it. We're gonna put Survival Arena on the hubs only. And you will be able to feed into the hub Survival Arena from any world or raid world, meaning that it becomes a region-wide competition whenever it pops, which means that I get to buff the shit out of the loot tables. It will drop more legendaries. It will drop more bones and diesel and HQM and the good shit you guys like, right? And please don't let it die. Please don't stop doing it. Yeah, so I'm not entirely sure he got to the zombie infection part 1 yet, because they are technically 2 different plugins because of a specific plugin developer who I will not name. But the goal is to eventually also have the zombie infection in the hub. I'm just not entirely sure Penguin has had the time to get to that yet. All right. Fair, reasonable. So yeah, if you want zombie infection, you better engage with Survival Arena, otherwise we're just gonna yeet them. Yeah, the zombie thing was PvP and so is Survival Arena. They're super cool plugins. I think most people enjoy them. The problem is that the events weren't popping off. You know what I mean? Like they weren't getting enough people, so nobody was doing it. Right. So hopefully now centralizing it on the hub and allowing all 10 worlds and 4 raids to feed into it will get it kicking off, and then there should be good rewards. So fingers crossed. I'm excited about it. Brother.
The cat's made in here. What's going on?
I blame Unborn. I always blame Unborn though.
That's about right.
The thing is, Survival Arena and Zombie Infection are literally 0 stake. you don't take any of your items in there. You don't lose anything. It's pure gain. And that's why they work in this kind of environment, right? So it will strip you of all your stuff and give it back to you when you're done with the thing, and you just go in, and sometimes it's snowball guns and spears, and sometimes it's AKs and L9s and M2s, and sometimes it's just melee weapons, and it's just utter chaos that gives you a chance at decent rewards. I've already started going through applications. We're going to be bringing on a few more people. All right. Okay. What's next, Tinkerbell?
Next is possibly easier pipe usage by being able to go through walls.
Hey, Craig. Hey, Craig, what you doing?
So officially, no, it doesn't. They don't have anything. Unofficially, I have a working demo that's kind of cool, but it's broke.
It's
Like
it's
it works.
finicky enough.
It works. It's just not great at the moment.
It works on the correct building skin, and only if you place it correctly. And
yeah, so it's an issue with how Face Punch does the pipe, the tunnel, but like, yeah, I mean, it's theoretically possible. Let's see, I mean, if I
why is there a
generator,
panther? We're in the desert.
you know, if I put a generator down, excuse me, and I power it, and I put stuff in here, and I come over here, it works, and it goes through the wall. But it's janky at the moment, so it needs some work. But but yeah, so maybe
is the answer. Face Punch left that in a big state of unfinished. There is a chance, though. All right. What do we got next?
Next is new additions after PR10. No direct suggestions on that one.
What do you mean by like new PR perks? Or here's the thing, guys. And this is a long way out. We don't even have anything set up for it yet. We hate skill tree. Like every single one of us. We despise it. It sucks to work with. It makes interacting with so much other stuff terrible. We want to eat it and make our own thing. So balancing time and effort into making it better for now, knowing full well we're going to gut it and throw it out the window. It's a balance, right? So like we've got a bunch of prestige perks, we've tied in a lot of our limits and stuff like that. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's gonna be complaints. However, here's the thing: a PR level with no additional awards. I remembered last town hall why we disabled that, because every other ticket was I had 150 levels and then I prestiged and it took away my extra 50 levels worth of XP. Every other ticket. It was never ending. What do you mean I don't get to carry my XP over when I have prestige? That's why we took that away. I would be willing to bring it back. I also think it would be cool. But the moment most of our tickets start becoming, what do you mean my XP didn't carry over? I'm taking it away again. Or we'll just make a channel in the Discord every time somebody puts in a ticket that says, what do you mean my XP didn't carry over when I prestige? We're just going to put a screenshot in the channel.
Add it to the note when you hit level 100. You hit level 100. If you don't prestige, none of your XP carries over. Do not put a ticket in.
It's in the skill tree thing. Like, natively in the skill tree, it says that anyway.
I know.
Whoa. Buggy, we are never gonna sell XP. It's never gonna happen.
Just waiting for Matt to unmute so we can.
I know, right?
Coming soon, selling XP, $200 million. Let's go.
All right, Matt, you're here.
Yeah.
Can you answer a question? Just because I believe you're the one that made it. Why does Brit's broken axe spawn nodes
instead of trees?
Because fuck you. That's why.
PayPal for prestige.
It's broken. Yeah, it makes sense, right? It's a broken axe. Well, why would it be helpful? I don't know. I made that a long time ago. I don't know.
99% of the people in this chat won't know the answer, but guess what? The airline actually finally fucking refunded me. GG's.
Yay. Finally.
Oh. Anyway, I was upset about that. No, I win. I'm back, bro. For those of you who don't know, the reason this town hall is a week late is because I spent the last 10 days in the UK meeting up with Brit and Alice and Baloo and Jen and Penguin. Had a good time. I did not.
You came back wearing this red coat talking about damn traitors. I don't know.
What do you think we eat in the UK?
I did try fish and chips, and I've decided that a fish and chip shop curry sauce is my new favorite food in the entire world.
Did you try beans on toast?
I did not. I did not try beans on toast.
Ah,
it's just beans on a piece of toast. It's not some revolutionary thing.
Right? Like,
it's British beans, though.
I did try Greg's, and I fell in love with Greg.
Greg's is so good.
Genuinely, that was really good.
Good old GR eggs.
You're so loud. I don't know why. Is it just me?
He's just a loud person.
Wrong's loud.
I'm loud. I apologize.
Oh my fucking.
Deep search his mic. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, the airline canceled my initial flight and put me on a different airline after I had paid for an upgraded seat and then made me wait like a month for a refund. So that's what that was about. All right. Where are we at, Stinkerbell?
Next one. TP's like /World 1. I don't like traveling through the hub.
No.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. So originally, the decision to not give you guys those TPs was made intentionally because we're putting together an MMO experience and it gives the MMO vibe. The hub has become a place where people are listing things on the shop because you have to go to the hub. It is a place where you have to interact with the community. Trades are done in the hub. It's become like a community hangout, and we're slowly getting to the point with a new feature that we intend to add in the future being player-owned shops in the hub, that it will no longer become a place where you have to go. You know what I mean? It's a place that has its own reason to go there. Once that happens, then I am 100% open to giving you guys the /World 1, World 2, World 3, World 4. After we get player-owned shops in the hub. Can we agree on that? Okay. Once there's a reason to go there, then I'll give you your teleport. All right. Where are we at now?
Next is from Troy. Please remove the Clustercruth or give us the option to merge 5 of them into another legendary.
If you don't understand how good that gun is, you are playing the game wrong. Go to a dungeon with a Clustercruth. Go. It's so good. Newbie, I fucking Hashmaker, bro. Hashmaker makes everything so boring. Also, not everything that exists in the game has to be a cutthroat, bleeding edge fucking advantage. Some things are allowed to be fun. They're just allowed to be fun. And a water pipe that shoots grenades is fun.
I played myself up with it a few times. It's pretty funny for everybody else.
Yeah. I think the RP thing is kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's such a stupid amount of RP. Alright. I'm
Next
not
one
getting
kind
rid
of
of the
follows the
cluster.
same.
Sorry.
Next one kind of follows the same theme. A buff for the Plague Piercer. If it should be used.
I want it to be a compound bow or a crossbow instead of a hunting bow, first of all. And
yeah,
also,
suggestions.
have you used it in a dungeon? I keep saying that. Like, it's really good. But yes, a crossbow or a compound bow, I think, would be significantly better. Auto fire to the Plague Piercer, brother. We're allowed to have tier 1 legendaries, okay?
Suggestions were shooting multiple arrows. Otherwise, it's useless. I would just suggest it's removed in that case. Everybody wants rid of the legendaries. I think we should remove the Huff and Puff and the Ashmaker.
I think we should just get rid of all of the legendaries and start over. You know, the thing that makes our server unique. The reason people come here. We should just shoot ourselves in the foot. The offering is coming
We're
back
not a
this way,
vanilla
I believe.
server.
Yeah. I am gonna delete orchids. I swear to God. Oh. You do get millions of F1s. I would potentially be open to getting rid of the RP cost. It's just flowers in general. So, to explain, with flowers, specifically, if you've noticed, they don't give you seeds when you harvest, right? So it's genuinely difficult in Vanilla Rust to have a productive orchid, sunflower, rose farm, right? First of all, like, they don't propagate themselves, so cloning them means that you have to find all of the seeds in order to get a good clone, which is genuinely difficult because they are rare. And then you have to maintain clones versus output, right? Which is more management. You don't have to do that in mine because we have set genes. So, like, it's free money, bro. And so, like, nerfing the scrap that you get from selling them and, like, trying to get it balanced has just been a nightmare. And, like, there's just no way to do it. In vanilla, where you have to rely on finding enough seeds to get a good clone, it works because of the rarity. In modded, where you just do /set genes and get your god clone, easy, right? So that's why they give you so much scrap for turn-ins in vanilla, which has just made balancing them in modded a fucking nightmare.
Well, maybe we should just remove set genes, make people do it the old-fashioned way.
God, if I could get rid of set genes without losing half the player base, I would. But I can't, so...
I nerfed it as hard as I could.
I know.
Make planters only findable and not purchasable.
Make planters only VIP. Let's go.
Planters are the backbone of the economy, and farms are leg generators with the water and the lights. So hardy planters are really good for server performance, and it's a backbone of the economy. I think they're in an okay spot with the purchasing right now. We could potentially increase it a little bit, but the problem is like you need to be able to get your first few to get your shit going, and then by the time you need to buy more, it's like like RP is free anyway, you know? Another 10 minutes, 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Who is this fucking lizard guy that's emoting everywhere?
I don't know, but he's dedicated.
That's got to be
Doing
a
it
bot,
since the
right?
start.
Surely.
Oh no,
That is
he's complained a
ridiculous.
few times. He's complained that people are typing too fast a few times.
My God.
He's dedicated for sure. No, having the water, especially because of how important it is to farm for the economy and to like engage with the system and play the game. If everybody was building a farm with lights and water, oh my God, the lag. No.
We had that at the start of the service, didn't we?
We did, and it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it was horrible.
You still see people setting up vanilla planters.
Yeah, I had a ticket come in yesterday. The guy's like, my neighbor has a bunch of planters and he doesn't have any sprinklers, but it says that he's got like all this stuff, and I don't know. It was someone who was new, and I explained to them they could buy the planters. I thought it was cute. All right.
The next.
Here's the thing: the tier 5s being once per wipe is genuinely just a balance thing, and it's a shitty balance thing, so I am sorry, truly. I don't like artificial walls like that when it comes to progression. However, it's really difficult to balance XP gain when there are those of you who will play for 30 or 24 hours a day. It feels like you'll grind it every single day if I let you.
And that's good for nobody's mental health.
No, it's not. Grass is good. Summer here, sorry, Australia.
Absolutely not. Grass is not good. You should be playing on these servers at all times, or have them at least loaded up at all times. I don't know what you mean. What? How are we going to get to the top of the server list? Come on. What the hell? Jesus.
More content. All right. Sharpie, I'm gonna fight you. Your T5 timer does reset on wipe. All right. What's next?
Next is from Troy. Please allow us to change or reset VIP rewards. I think that means prestige awards. So if you, even if it comes at high cost, I selected double jump because I thought I could use it in raids, but it doesn't seem to work there.
Double jump does work. It's very finicky. Genuinely, because there's another one that comes up a little bit later in Town Hall. You can use double jump while running forward. It is built in, 100% possible. You need to practice it. I don't know. So, I don't know. If I ask them to fix it, they're just going to tell me to get rid of it because they don't like it either. But, like, I have seen it done well on other servers. So, like, there's a way. But you see Penguin. Is it not loaded? Oh, it might not be loaded in raids because we didn't want you guys being able to jump off the map and down onto the main thing. That's the same reason like you can't use jetpacks and like buy minis in raids. How would I do that, Daze?
Who wants to kill Winnie the Pooh? That's
you
just
can't.
wrong.
Yeah, hub. You can't do any of the movement stuff either. So jetpack, double jump, things like that. Big ass invisible. Yeah, we do have big ass invisible barriers. Y'all still find a way through.
Is double jump actually that popular?
People take it. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of. Some people love it. Some people hate it.
It's
Yeah.
it's one of the worst performing plugins we have. Like it's always at the top of the fucking
Greenie says, I fucking love it.
bad FPS
Yeah.
list.
If it's removed, Texas will fight whoever removes it. Texas
Yeah.
loves it.
I'll back him up. Yeah, you should fix it. Bear Mountain's cool as shit too.
But it runs. It's on your player input. Like it runs. It's nuts. Good luck.
Listen, I hate the jetpack. I'd get rid of that if I could, but I'm the only one.
I hate it, but I can't use it, so that's probably why.
I'd fucking get rid of double jump before the jetpack. Jetpack's off.
Of course you would. You're you. Hey, what do we got next?
I'll paraphrase this one, but somebody asking why we have to accept quests if we can just accept them all at the same time anyway.
So it's coming. We've been bullying Caldera about accept all for weeks. It's coming. like we have been fucking mean to him about accept all.
It's already in there.
I'm pretty sure it's in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be here on Force Swipe. Yeah.
It's in now. It's already in.
Is it in right now?
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
I think the question is, now that that's in, why do I
Where,
have to
DC?
press accept at all? Why doesn't it just auto accept all quests? So I'm always running all the quests all the time. I'm pretty sure that's how that one reads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
fuck you. That's why.
No, you're not getting an auto. You can click a button, brother. What?
And furthermore, if we can, if we do have to accept them all, why is it not limited to how many we can have active at a time?
We decided to go against the limit before we had as many quests as we did now. It was when we were porting from XD Quest over to B Quest. No, not auto accept all, auto claim all. Literally, I am not playing the game for you, brother. Anyway. But yeah, no, we didn't have as many quests as we do now when we decided not to limit the number of quests that you could have at one time. But when we had XD quests, there was like constant back and forth with the community about like 6 quests isn't enough, or 3 quests is too small, but 10 quests is too many. And like we decided to like just get rid of the idea of a limit in general. If you want to be one of the people who like takes all the quests, take all the quests. But then we got to the point where the config file for B quests is 12,000 lines. Like there's so many quests. Where are we? Sorry, 10,000 lines, almost 11,000. I don't know how I feel about putting a limit on quests. Like, my brain hurts taking all of them at once, but if you want to do it, go for it. You know what I mean?
I thought the kebabs versus bangers and mash thing was fit.
I did fix that. I 100% fixed that.
Specifically, Unborn is complaining, of course.
Yeah, but Unborn is Unborn. No, I specifically fixed that. Duration 600.
I think it was there when you fixed
it. Duration. Is it pork kebab?
Yeah.
It says 300. Someone might have overwritten it at one point, but I remember fixing it. I fixed it again.
I was there when you fixed it, so I can vouch that it was fixed at one point.
It'll be fixed for oh, it wasn't the duration, right? Well, it was when I fixed that.
Mhm.
You guys are talking about the yield. Mining yield of 1 instead of the 0.25. That's what you're talking about. That wasn't what I fixed. Sorry, I'm thinking if there's any reason not to. Can anyone think of any reason not to make the yield amounts the same?
I don't think so.
There is more wood than ore. There exists more wood at any given time than there exists ore.
But wood is still more difficult than ore in terms of the quest.
Well, it's just more boring, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, but you barely play, brother. What? I think 1 billion is hilarious. It was a joke. I was like, nobody'll hit it. And then you did. And now you do it every wipe, so no. Alright, what do we got next?
Upgradable refineries from Jimsy Boy.
Those plugins tend to not work well in our environment because oven cook bullshit. I'm sure Crying or Penguin could put more explanation behind that, but oven cook bullshit tends to not work very well in our environment. However, refineries are already boosted through what we use that manages furnaces and refineries. They're just not as ridiculously fast as you'll find in other environments. You don't have to do the quest, right? Throw it out there. It's again, that's not how that works because we'd have to have something that controls the logic behind the scenes to make the refinery faster, and they don't work well in our environment. We have the one system that we use that increases the base speed of both furnaces and refineries, and it's where it's at because that's where it can be. When trying to make it more, it does wonky things, very very wonky things. Penguin. All right. What do we got next, Bill?
The next one's kind of been covered. Accept All, that's already in the game. Tracking quests, that's already a thing too, if I remember rightly. Like where you get the little update in the top left.
Yeah, so there's like been a lot of talk about people who wanted to like track in order versus people who wanted to track just like the top one. I don't think we're gonna change it. It tracks the top one. I don't think we're gonna change it. All right.
Next
Wow.
is updating prestige perk description for the 20% EXP boost since it actually works with quest, and it says that it doesn't.
Yeah, I could probably fix that. I really didn't think it was going to be fair, when I made that. Like, I really didn't think it was going to. Was shocked when it did. Yeah, it does. It does. It 100% does because of the methods that bequests use to grant XP. It does. All right. Where are we at?
Next is a command to recover death body if possible, and make so that
Nope,
when you enter
absolutely
locked cargoes in deep sea, it pushes the boat along with you.
Your boat?
So when you enter a cargo bubble, if it's already been claimed,
Yeah.
and it kicks you out, asking if the boat can be kicked out with you.
No, Penguin tried really hard. And no, that's why we gave you the recover boat command. Things.
There is something that we're working on because there is a small, very small possibility for a player to be in proximity to a cargo ship when someone else claims it, or be there and die, and then someone else claims it and you can't get your body back. So Penguin and I are talking about something for that very specific scenario. Other than that,
At this point in time, make a ticket.
yeah,
You're not getting a recover body back.
no, but we might yeet the body out of the circle if we can make that make sense.
Yeah.
But also, stop driving into other people's fucking bubbles. I talked to Penguin about this. If the cargo ship has a purple circle around it, no bubble, it's unclaimed. If it has a giant fuck off bubble, it's claimed.
we put thought into that. The bubble is clear before it's claimed, and then exists when it's claimed specifically. So there's a visual cue that says it's claimed.
It's not big enough. It literally encompasses the entire fucking
Cargo
boat.
ship, bro. Like what?
Like, there's very little sympathy. This is the reason I'm not one of the people that handles your tickets, but I have very little sympathy for you driving your fucking boat into a claimed cargo and then being upset that you got yeeted out. Just throwing that out there.
All right. If you are locked, so if you took a cargo ship and you're still on cooldown, it kicks you out when you try and go in. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Okay, that I can see a little bit more, because you don't have a visual indicator for when your timer's done. Fair enough. Never. Bug will never be a mod. Yeah, I also think it'd be funny to put crying on tickets, but I need him doing other stuff.
I'd also get fired.
Yeah, I don't think they won that.
All right, what's next?
I feel we need to rethink how X spots work, as every single wipe, one VIP goes across maps with minis and just takes them all. I think we should try and find a way to limit.
If one person is taking more than one X spot, put in a ticket, and we will yeet all of their X spots into oblivion, and they might get banned for the day.
It's my favorite part of wipe.
The mods spend a lot of time on wipe day going around to the X spots and dealing with the people who are taking more than one. It is one X spot per team per region. That is the rule. If somebody is taking more than one X spot on wipe day, put in a ticket. If somebody is griefing your X spot, put in a ticket.
You can judge my X spot.
If it has been 3 days and the X spot hasn't been developed, it's just a TC on a slab, make a ticket. We'll delete it. Like,
I can fully confirm that.
It's like all we do on wipe day.
it really is. Like, all right. So what do we got next?
Hawk says, still no plugin to place large furnaces or oil refineries on foundations.
Brother, killing me. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. If there's something that exists and it's small, or if it's something that one of our devs can like write, maybe. But again, I don't know. I don't think we ever actually fully promised it. We promised to look into it, and I haven't found anything that does it off rip.
There's one or two plugins that offer something, but they're paid, and I haven't wanted to pay to figure out how they do it, and it's because of the
the plant box
functionality.
ammo that's on the list, and I'm not going to get into how it works, but it's on the fucking list.
But with the issue right now, like, it's an issue with the vanilla functionality of placing the refineries, like, because they can't be placed on foundation. I don't know. I'm dealing with the same thing with the conduit thing, the pipes through the walls. So
Blaze, can you make me a list and define what better loot looks like? Oh, for the wiki, I can take a look at them when I'm done here. Bully's out of town this weekend. I was out of town for the last 10 days. Yeah, we were all busy, so like the manager level stuff definitely got pushed off. Yeah, go ahead, you can message it to me. The problem is, right, like there's only so many things that count as endgame loot, and the answer is always going to be bones, HQM, diesel, batteries, bleach, legendaries, right? Like that's always going to be the answer of what endgame loot looks like, and quarries and stuff now, I guess. And like, it's a balance, right? Quantity versus like variety, and like I'm not gonna give you 12 quarries, you know what I mean? And like 700 diesel for one event. No, Levy is not getting added to Harbinger.
It's
Pardon me.
currently guaranteed one legendary, right?
Yes.
So take it out and guarantee them a Clustercruth and a Plague Pit, so that's 2 legendaries.
Maybe we should invite her to Dev Talks.
perfectly fine with that.
No, genuinely, like it. First of all, Leviathan gear is not going to go into Harbinger. We're looking at creating, the impression of tiered areas. So the main island and the Harbinger, is like tier 1, with the Harbinger fight being the tier 1 boss, right? The tier 2 area being the deep sea, with the cargoes being the first big event in there, and maybe the launch site event, given how I plan on tying it in with the lore, being the kind of final boss fight for the tier 2 event, or tier 2 area. So that is why no Leviathan gear in Harbinger. That comes from tier 2, not from tier 1. All right, how are we doing on suggestions? It looks like the chat's getting ready to do a bunch of their questions, so I want to get through the rest of the suggestion thread first.
So ETA on 2.0, and will XP carry over if it's before XP wipe?
No, we plan on doing World 2.0 as a full rebrand, full relaunch. So it's going to be an XP wipe, I believe, is what we decided on, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, XP is cooked this wipe, guys. Like, let's be so for real. With the leaderboard, like sacrifice board thing, like leaving the permission on for like weeks at a time, and then like I fucked up skill tree, and it's like 2 million less XP than it was last XP wipe to get to like level 100. Is so cooked this wipe. Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see? Sorry, I Unborn and said it. Did you see the interview that Brit did with Fancy Orb? If you haven't, 100% go watch it. That was so cool to watch. Like, and like, round of applause for Brit, honestly. Super. Oh, hi, Fancy.
He already forgot what he was saying like 3 or 4 times.
The ultimate lurker. Look at that.
Look at that. Okay, that was all right, but yeah, genuinely, he did such a good job in the interview. Super proud of him. All right.
The next one in summary is a rework of skin box.
How do you mean a rework?
They want to currently selecting a skin, then re-entering to select a different skin could make the skin you are after hidden behind a skin you have previously selected.
Was that English? Okay, I have to do that. My brain is not
activate.
braining.
It just it reorders. Like whenever you select a skin, it closes the UI, and then I think it reorders the list, and so it's a weird. it's a weird way that it works, is what I took away from it, and that because of the reorder, they could
Do me a
like
favor
not
if you're
find it. So.
listening. I wish we could bring back the teleport in. Do me a favor if you're listening. Make the Skinner thing its own suggestion, and like high key maybe run it through ChatGPT for clarity, so that we can look into it and understand the problem a little bit more, and maybe we can do something about it. Because I
And to
know
be
that the
honest,
Skinner plugin is a little.
I've got some skin box ideas, so I will
Okay.
talk to you at some point.
What did the prestige perk say for the teleport gun? Because it was my favorite line in all of everything it has ever written for these servers. Bolt action. I don't know. It was genuinely funny, and I miss it now. Anyway, where are we on the suggestion?
So this is a long one I'm trying to figure out. I understand the necessity of keeping XP from raids balanced in comparison with Quartermaster, but as someone who loves raids, raiding often feels underwhelming both in XP and even in legendary drop. It seems to be suggesting...
Raiding is definitely the redheaded stepchild of our events. I'm gonna be so fair with you. It's probably like the last thing we ever look into, because like early on when the servers first started and I did like the first big balance pass, I went through and I did all of the raid loot tables by hand and then didn't touch them for like 4.5 months. And then we went through when we did the rework on how legendaries drop from multiple different events rather than like all from the same type event, and we did them again, and now it's been like another 4 months and we haven't touched them. Yeah, they're probably due for a good little refresh, not gonna lie. I don't have my notebook and it hurts my soul. I keep being like, oh, I'll write it down. I don't have my notebook.
To Mad's credit, the raidable bases and the loot table are significantly more difficult to work with than the rest of our events. Sans dungeons, I guess.
Yeah, so
and
the raids and dungeons are the shitty ones to work with.
And at some point in time, Penguin and I have to integrate it with the rest of the loot table. Once that happens, it'll be a little bit easier to...
Yeah, but it's more than just the loot. Like, you have a good point on the XP. Like, a lot of the XP values were decided early on, with again that first balance pass, and things have ballooned since then. The amount of XP that people gain has increased exponentially since then. It just needs a whole look through. So I found a notepad. I put it on my notepad. Rework raids.
We are already 2 months into XP wipe, and we have a lot of PR10s already as well.
Yes. But again, that's because of the mix-up with the Black Hole Leaderboard stuff, and then my fuck-up with the actual XP table being cursed. So.
Gordon, I'll answer your question just because I think it ties back into earlier thing. The NPCs cannot spawn on the platform that we're using for raids currently. We want the NPCs, but it's just a limitation to how we're doing things. Like Matt said, if we can get the world switching things
yeah,
working,
if we can bring the raids back down to a reasonable Y level, we can put the
NPCs back. So it's just a thing. And then our iBags world specific, yes, currently. Eventually, why don't they transfer? Because it's the smallest fucking container, and we couldn't be fucked to do that when backpacks and inventories were still breaking. Like, why would we add another thing that could lose your shit if we can't get the one working consistently? So now that we're in a better spot, I believe we're talking about looking at that.
Oh my.
Can we get rid of pouch also?
Get rid of pouch? No.
I don't know.
Can we
anybody
get
who
rid
uses
of backpacks?
Yeah, just get rid of it all.
No.
Next suggestion: stop the resetting to the top of the quest UI when closing or opening categories with small arrows.
There's a lot of little quality of life stuff in the Quest UI, and Coltero is actually keen to hear about those little bugs when it comes to like user interaction and that user interface. So making us aware of those is super helpful, and we'll pass it along to Coltero because he's constantly like asking me. I have a whole other UI that I use on the back end for creating quests and stuff that also has those finicky little bits, right? So yeah, he's super interested in fixing them.
I did raise that one up to Coltero. I tagged him in the main suggestion thread, and I think is looking at it.
Yep.
Next, please stop the rain in the raid worlds.
I like the rain.
I like the rain, but that could be
I
because
like
I'm
the
British and it
rain.
always rains.
I really like the rain. I think Facepunch did a really good job with like the ambient rain thunderstorm stuff. But I will say, like, I have noticed over the past like, I don't know, 7 waves that it seems to rain a lot on our servers.
Mhm.
Like a lot.
Well,
so
it makes sense. British rain. It makes sense. It's authentic.
fair enough. I am looking to see if maybe there's a reason that it's happening more often on our servers. But I'm not getting rid of all of it forever and always. I like the rain.
Another suggestion for after PR10 is uncapping levels at PR10, so you got something to work on. But I feel like
Though that's not natively possible, but if one of our devs wants to make it happen, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, it's something we've talked about. It's on the list, but it goes back to the thing. Like, I want you to be able to do past level 100 in all PR levels because not everyone wants to go to PR 10, right? So if you don't care about the perks and you want to do PR 3 level 200, I think that works. But it goes back to the earlier conversation. As soon as we do that, immediately after it becomes tickets about, why didn't my XP transfer? It's like, because it stops at level 100.
That's not how prestige works.
Yeah. It all goes to 0. You're trading everything. It's not our fault that you waited an extra 100 levels. But yes, it doesn't natively work. It's something we've talked about.
The next one's for you, crying. They want to add sheet metal to price check.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Yep.
We want to add more. The issue is that the player base does not know the in-game name, and so we have to map an in-game name to a
short name. Yeah.
Well, no, to like a good name, right? Like, I think sheet metal is sheet.metal or something.
Right.
It's just stupid. So, so it's a manual process, but we can, we can add it. It's been on the list. It's just we haven't done it.
Okay. Wow. Gout, congratulations. That's the first thing I think you've ever said that I kind of agree with. The community doesn't agree with either of us, but Gout wants to make super serum more rare and like high key. It used to be way back when you used to be able to buy super serum on the shop. All right.
got increasing the difficulties of monuments.
That's 6 to 1/2 a dozen of another, because increasing the difficulty of monuments would be introducing NPCs, which I think is super fucking cool. Genuinely, like having the roaming NPCs and the NPCs at monuments. But then the complaints of it's too hard. I can't even go to Oxum is because I'm dying. And it's just like, guys. I can't get a start. I'm dying with my start. I died with my kit. Can you refund it?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go on my rant again, just off of that. Do not carry your entire fucking base with you when you go
Everywhere
do
you go.
events, because we should not, I think we do, but we should not be saving your body because
No, we
I
shouldn't
went
be.
to-
If we are, we're gonna get in trouble.
I went to a raid and I died and I can't get my body back because there's an auto turret. Well, go get another rocket launcher and another kit from your base. Well, I don't have any. I have everything on me. That's not a ticket worthy excuse.
Or even just leave some HVs or some rockets in your backpack with a spare
Like, you
launcher
keep your
or something,
backpack.
please.
Just like keep an extra kit there, man. Like a gun.
I've just
Okay.
the number of tickets I've seen that I died, I can't get my stuff back because my every piece of boom I have was on my body is ridiculous.
Okay.
And they get mad when we say no.
All right, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. So we've talked about monuments versus deep sea. We've talked about that enough, I think. Islands to TP for your boats at the edge of mats and unused Brad Islands doesn't make a ton of sense, and also they're not unused islands. And for your boats on the like TP your boats out there, like I guess I don't understand what you're looking for. I feel like the meta is to create a dock and like park your boat. Could be wrong. Yeah, place a water foundation and set home to it. For real. Make your own island. Okay. The ability to submit multiple, yes. Duct tape and bleach specifically, not batteries. I'm looking into it because I've agreed to that like 6 times and keep forgetting. We already talked about increasing the level cap and that stuff. I don't see how the core changes have been devastating to solos, and I would like someone to defend that point before we get too deep into that. So I'll put that one on pause. If anyone sees a defense in the chat, let me know so I can switch back. Monuments and tunnels, increasing difficulty and increasing rewards. They are the lowest tier of content. Like, they just are, guys. Monuments should be the lowest tier of content because all of the content that exists beyond monuments has been added on top of the vanilla Rust experience. You should have to go do a raid or a Brad or a dungeon or a cargo in the deep sea or a heli to like start accessing better quality loot pools. It's kind of how the progression works. Mining area on every world, no. Mining world eventually unlocked through gameplay stuff, yes. Now, but I'm not putting a mining area on the worlds. If you can't upgrade them with RP, tie it to VIP to increase income. VIP could upgrade quarries to level 2 with RP, big dog to level 4, and no, we decided to switch to items specifically with the quarry upgrades because it does encourage more leaving your base and exploring and engaging in events and gathering these items so that you can progress, right? It genuinely incentivizes more time on the servers. I would love to see some more suggestions for incentives for VIP tiers that would work for people. And then price check sheet metal. We already covered. This looks like a rebuttal to that point. Talking about XP. Okay. Garbage prestiges. I'm sorry you feel they're garbage. I would suggest picking ones that you don't think are garbage. Some people like them, genuinely. Some people are picking the 5 starting points. People like being able to ride a bear around. It feels cool. Double jump, we already saw in chat. The community is very divided on, but there are definitely people who love it. And there's already, gosh, what are we at? Like 20 some odd prestige perks?
Just added a bunch of new ones.
Yeah, like they're not all going to be for you, and they're not all going to be, you know, bleeding edge, cutting amazing, but that's the point, is you can customize your gameplay experience, and there's so many other things to do besides just the prestige goal, right? Like, undeniably, night vision is incredibly powerful. The 20% XP gain boost, incredibly powerful prestige perk. There's lots of stuff in there that is good to have, so if you don't like the fun riding a bear around, don't pick it. 1 through 8 teleport, we came to an agreement on. That comes when player-owned shops come.
The consensus for the quarries from solos seem to be mostly it's fine.
Okay. I mean,
As a
genuinely,
solo.
if you want to start like an individual suggestion thread talking about the quarry rework and like how you found it in your specific group, and like start its own suggestion thread, we'll read it. But I've seen 3 people talk about the quarries, and I need to have more understanding of your point of view before I can like talk through it, if that makes sense. Okay, so that gets through our bajillion suggestions. I want to open up the floor for I agree with Dabmonger. He asked, he begged in chat for free RP. That's cheating. I want to open up the floor for chat questions. That's what Hub is. Hub is a trade world. The base is getting random carpet and wallpaper it's just some bullshit with the TC plugin, I think. I am pretty vehemently against XP scrolls or physical XP. I don't want a world in which your entire 8-man is just like power leveling people, selling XP scrolls or like giving XP scrolls away. Like, I don't think I could stop Matt on the new legendary for mortars if I like flew back out there and tied his hands behind his back. It's coming, whether I like it or not.
I don't think we're gonna level restrict any content ever.
I don't like the artificial walls. Actually, Lumpy, I want to make them usable. It's something I wanted to test with the Rethough Base's rework, because I saw a cute little config option that might be the answer to our problems, but I would love to see them become usable.
Mr. Something, what do you mean? Can we get a fix for the industrial pipelines on the terminal?
They only work if you're in the cell mode, not in the other mode, and they kind of work. They don't do some of the really cool things you want them to do, but they do work. They do function how they're supposed to.
The reason the pipeline is there is so you can autofill your cells.
Yes.
Days, probably not.
Virtual Oil Baron, if you open up the quest, it should show you what the requirements are. You need to match the requirements. So, like, it's picking up, like, 10 diesel or something, right?
I think for that one, the confusion comes with you have to find it. You can't just get it from your quarry. So
they are, but, like, thematically, it makes sense why they're trout, because that's the dishes that the lady's making. I think, if I remember correctly. I'll double check that, but I think they're supposed to be that way.
Mark, what do you mean? Can we get a way to manually reset all of our XP?
Because XPs, they want to reset and start over.
Oh, like go back to PR0 and do nothing? Okay.
It's that's a ticket thing. I have hemmed and hawed in past wipes about whether we're gonna allow it, not because like it's a bad thing, but because of like the extra work, that load that it puts on the staff team, especially because I'm pretty sure we would have to wipe you out of the database while you're offline, and then the data files. I'm not entirely sure how possible it will be.
So Berkman's asked us, can you make it so that you can build on roads? I'm against it.
No.
I hate servers that let you do that.
Nope.
So.
I like cars. I like cutesy little roleplay things that are wildly underutilized in Rust, and I don't want to make this server an unfriendly place for people who want to build a car dealership or like drive around with a taxi service, things like that. So no. It might be. That chicken coop plugin was thrown together with ChatGPT by somebody who kind of just threw it up on CodeFlang. We should probably look into it. Eggs aren't going in the box, so they can't be moved via piping. If you want to put more information on the wiki, you can do so by creating a branch, forking it or whatever on GitHub and putting in pull requests. If you need more information about how to do that, it is in multiple places, both on the wiki website and on the wiki's GitHub. Otherwise, there are a couple of people in our community who are also doing a phenomenal job already contributing to the wiki. So if they would like to, they can put something in suggestions or whatever and help people out.
Is there a way to add more industrial? We've looked at it. We hated it. I don't know why we would do it for cooking benches. I mean, I guess I can see it from like industrial crafters. There's no industrial baker, but
no, I don't want industrialized mixing tables or cooking benches. We've looked into it in the past, and it's not good for server performance, plain and fucking simple. And that's not how that works. It's an oven, bro. Like, it's just not how that works. I don't know.
You mean my food doesn't teleport to me when I cook it? Wow.
Someone complaining about the description says gather 10 diesel, but it only counts if you go and actually gather it. Yeah, that's...
Gather means gather.
It doesn't mean find in a box. It means go to the monument and pick it up.
Same with crude, has to be from the barrels and out in the wild.
Your Harbinger despawned with 20k HP left.
So
Did you run out of time, or did it actually despawn?
Mr. Something, if you're not in cell mode, your boxes are already connected to your terminal wirelessly through magic and good vibes. Your furnaces and stuff are not, but your boxes are. You cannot connect your furnaces to your terminal. You would want to pipe from your furnaces into your boxes that are already connected to your terminal when you're not in cell mode. The wiki exists, and also the more difficult ones like terminal and stuff like that for perks, you can find like in player resources. I think we linked the tutorial. If you like search the plugin, so there are some guides on them. Like, if you guys end up making a guide, let us know and we'll happily put it in player resources or onto the wiki. Leave the roads for cars. I agree.
Worlds 2.0 is full XP reset. When might that happen? On XP reset at the end of the 6th month.
We no longer support normal VIP. It's no longer a product that we offer.
I think he's saying that he still has it though.
If you still have perma VIP, you shouldn't. There's been a lot of stuff where we've had to like transfer and to literal new physical servers and carry over our users and groups data. Some people have definitely fallen through the cracks and ended up with permanent VIP. That should not have happened. The only permanent VIP package that has ever existed and will ever exist is Lifetime. There has never been any such thing as permanent VIP, VIP Plus, Big Dog, King, Overlord, Moneybags. Just so we're all clear on that. Like, it's not your fault, obviously. Like, you're not going to be in trouble. But if we do end up finding out that you've got permanent VIP that you're not paying for and it's not Lifetime, we're going to take it.
Is there a fix coming for auto smelting setup to randomly break and they randomly stop receiving? I'll be honest, I think that's more of a face punch issue that you just have to turn off and turn back on. I don't think we're doing anything with
Worlds 2.0 full XP reset. Yes, it is a full XP reset. Right now, we're looking at the normal EXP wipe as being when we're going to launch Worlds 2.0. If it does happen earlier, which might, but again, the stars have to align, right? There'll be more information then on when it's actually being released.
Virtual refineries doesn't exist, and it's not on our priority list to create a new plugin to do that.
Okay, trying to catch up. Jesus, I got so far behind. Okay. To the spreadsheet. What do you mean? What part of the wiki is incomplete? Because the spreadsheet in player resources, all of that is automatically added to the wiki. Like, it is just a fully automated process. It reads the actual data files that go into the server, so it's more up to date than the spreadsheet ever was.
I've had a couple of items might be missing on there. Not 100% sure.
If they are missing, that's because they don't drop there. Because Bully fixed it, so it's pulling dungeons and raidable bases now. So it's automatically in there and is more accurate than the spreadsheet ever was.
I've also seen it asked if it's possible to add a filter so you can filter by the item, not by the location.
Maybe, I don't know, that's a Blue question. He manages the wiki. But yeah, info is different than the wiki. Like, info I still have to manually update. I don't think the wiki is pulling event data. Let me see. We've been running the same, like, 2 events for, like, ages now. Right? Those shouldn't... We're running the Dome event and the Harbor event? Is that what we're running?
The drop percentages will never be public information.
Ever. Huff and Puff from a Nightmare Raid. I'll check. It shouldn't be there. And if it is, we have a bigger problem. Like, a much bigger problem. Nightmare.
Matt, someone's asking when the next YouTube video is going to be.
The wiki's broken. The wiki is 100% incorrect. He's very right. It's just in there. And it doesn't show up. I'll talk to Baloo about it. But yeah, it's in the job table. It should be on there. Unsure why it's not. But no, the spreadsheet was something that was manually done, and the people who are manually updating it don't have access to the files anyway. So the wiki will be the most up to date once I poke a little fun at Baloo because it's wrong right now and we need to fix it. I know. And tell us what else. Maybe we should probably have a discussion about deep sea, to be honest. All right, where are we at? You can make a ticket and send us the links so that we can review them, comp. How do you mean tooltip information in chat? Like the auto chat messages? 3 hours. 3 on, 3 off. For deep sea.
You transfer boats between servers.
No.
Player-made boats? No.
All right. Crying. You never responded to my DM.
That was intentional. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it, but yes, we can do it.
I mean, I only asked you a month ago, but sure.
What? The one this morning?
No, a month ago. When I said demo for the main town hall.
That's true.
I know.
Making it work. I don't know. What would you like to demo?
I mean, you spent more time with it than I have, but I was thinking at bare minimum the entry fight, or we could just kind of jump around and show off some cool bits and bobs, depending on what you would like to show off.
Yeah, just trying to think of the parts that we want to show off versus what we want to.
I'm gonna show the cool map while you figure that out. Just the little waiting area. Deal?
Yeah, go for that.
Yeah.
Nobody's
Alright.
into this.
Anyway. Alright, so we are working on our Cobalt Assault raid thing, right? And this is who is that? If that's
Probably.
That's so cursed. Oh my god. What is happening?
Oh yeah.
Is that not how he's always looked?
That is so cursed. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you haven't seen the one where.
Gift for that. Oh my god. Did you see the gift that's in a box?
It's worse than that. There are times when you're half asleep, so your bottom half is horizontal while your top half is vertical. That's even more cursed.
Oh, that's awful. Oh god. So, this is our cool waiting area. That we have built and put together. This is gonna be super cool. This is gonna have computer stations, so that if you die during the event and your team is still going and you haven't gotten to a checkpoint for respawning, you can watch on cameras on the computer stations, which is so dope. And then, like, we spent quite a while putting, like, this whole, like, themey bit together. Crying had zero faith, mind you. Like, zero faith. I was like, I want to do environmental storytelling. I want this to be, like, this is where all the supplies get, like, dropped off. And he had zero faith. He's like, that's dumb. And then, like, we sat down with Aton and started doing it. And he's like, oh, wait a minute. That's kind of cool. There's secret Easter eggs in here that I'm not going to tell you about that you have to find. And that's kind of cool. We have to fill this in. This is a hole in the ground right now that we have to fill in. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Very proud of the waiting room. You don't scare me on board. No, I'm not gonna leak the Easter eggs. You gotta find it yourself. I don't know. This was so cool. I feel like we did such like 800 did such a good job. Oh, Crying just turned it on. Did you hear the turrets? This has been my baby for like months. I have been it's been put on hold because we've had other things to deal with, like the backpacks and the item transferring. But like one day I just like sat down and I came up with like the whole storyline beat for beat, and then like Crying and Penguin and Coltero and Aton have been like bringing my like unhinged ramblings to life over the past few months, and it's just been so cool to see.
Something's broke, so I'm trying to.
It's okay. I'm just yapping. That's what I'm good at, right? Like
They're not ready for how cool it is.
they really aren't. Oh my god! Like I don't think you understand. This isn't just like a dungeon crawl. Like it's so much more than just like a dungeon crawl. Oh, I'm so excited. And okay, hats off. If he's still in the chat, you should pipe up. Cobra, are you still in the chat? Because oh my god, he and we just like mind melded. It was crazy. So he's been making me old propaganda posters for like the actual hold on, I might need to vanish. I don't know if there's stuff in there. Like old really cool propaganda posters to like decorate with, and like oh my god, like they're just so fire. Like he does such a good job. And also I didn't even plan it this way, but when I was getting like the NPCs all like kitted out, I was like, I know, right? I was like trying to pick out skins that were like very Cobalt themed, and it just like were inadvertently Cobra Commander's skins that were just like already on the fucking Steam Workshop. Like, oh, it's so exciting. How do I spawn an NPC? Crying.
Spawn preset. I'll get the
Is it spawn preset one word?
yeah.
And then red, red heavy. No, the skins have to load up. Look at him walk. Look at him.
All right, if you want to do do the join command, the entry area is set up for you.
Okay. Look at him go. He's all like kitted out. We did watch Man Be Birth. CA admin join.
Yeah. Working.
Okay. That is so cursed. I just. Yeah, this is tier 2. This is a tier 2 area event. So yes, this has a lot of loot possibility, like a lot. All right. Are we doing this together? Hold on, let me, because my ears will hurt. Okay. It's like tier 3 loot. It's, sorry, not as in like Rust tier 2, tier 3, right? Does that make sense? Like, this is our tier 2. Yeah, I'm in Vanish.
Trying to get you something that be fun to look at.
Uh-huh. Kind of like just he does such a good job. They're so cool.
Here you go. If you want to show the one that I think hasn't been seen before, come back out to the waiting area and
yeah,
over to the left. Left. Your other left. Oh, you're
this
running.
This is left, bro. Like, oh, this is so cool. This is the coolest thing Crying's ever built ever. Okay. Absolutely not. It won't be soloable. However, custom LFG system allowing solos to LFG for groups and have not have to worry about loot, bullshittery. Okay, what am I typing, bro?
You can
Look,
type,
it says crying in Madcap. Ha!
you can type LS. You can just do LS and hit enter.
Oof. Permission
do.
denied.
You can type help.
Oh, that's so cool. It's so Fallout. It's so cool. Oh,
So there's, this is the thing. There will be, yeah, you can do status.
ha! Oh my goodness.
So
It does remind me of GTFO. Oh, it's so cool. So, like, this is going to tie into a puzzle without giving too much away.
yeah, the margin,
Little
the
rough.
margin's there for a reason, but
Okay.
it's, yeah. I mean, if we
Are we going to go murder things? Are you ready?
We can go. Let me actually get ammo, I suppose.
Like right now, the terminal and like that whole interface is going to be used for a puzzle. Like there's a lot of puzzles throughout this that are going to help unlock the next section. We're only going to do the entry today, because there's 2 of us, and I'm going to do it in God mode. And then it's just a little sneak peek, just to show you what has been taking up all of our time for ages. I don't even skill tree's not even loaded on here yet, bro.
Join again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, however you want to show it off.
All right, let's die, I guess.
Good luck, have fun.
It's so bad. Like, I'm just gonna be bad at Rust now. Why is there a boar, bro? Oh. Are you?
I was surprised.
I'm just gonna do it in God mode. Go fast.
But, if you come into this...
Ah!
Why does that one have like an
There's so many, like, everywhere. Yeah, what you think? Oh god. Did you put a turret in there, you psychopath? How did my regular bullets break a turret?
Just saw that, yeah.
So... Oh, and turrets drop things. You have to come over here, you have to flip the switch, and that's gonna be on a timer, then you gotta run all the way out, and... You can, like, speed run, right? But the more stuff you leave not dead, the worse your chances on certain, like, loot rolls are gonna be. Like, fully clearing an entire area is gonna give you, more chances to roll on the legendary loot table, right? So there'll be a slide here for a card you have to swipe in, and then you have to do a fuse, the whole thing, and there'll be a next section.
But,
I know, Matt, you're not the one leaking for once.
Big spoilers.
Yeah, and we've put Crying's put in a lot of different like things it's tracking, so we're gonna be able to. That's evil, bro. That's genuinely evil. Why did you do this? That's horrible.
I think it's just the way the NPCs get deleted afterwards.
Oh, it took out the turret, yeah.
But, you should like the side loot rooms. There's...
This is only the entryway. It's not even like the full puzzle.
And you're in God mode.
Yeah. I am in God mode.
And the NPCs haven't been tuned yet. fully.
Literally
I
just-
mean, they're
yeah.
good, but they
just-
haven't been play tested yet.
Yeah, no, they haven't really been play tested yet. I just did their kits and like little bits and bobs. So there'll be I don't think this is hooked in yet. Oh, it is, just not done yet. There'll be little loot spots throughout. And that's mostly gonna drop like refresh loot, so ammo, meds, things like that, to kind of get you through. And then those will be sprinkled throughout. You'll notice the NPCs aren't dropping bags. So you're not getting loot from those. You're just getting that kind of refresh loot. And then once you hit a checkpoint, and this is a system we're super proud of.
I'll come join you
Yeah.
so that we can show it.
Yep. Not entirely sure your ash maker is gonna work.
All right.
They
so-
will push you. They're not tuned yet. So each NPC has, like, tier of NPC has different bits and bobs we can tune. So like their awareness, whether they like have sound or just vision awareness, whether they follow other aggroed enemies in the area. We haven't touched any of that yet.
There's shout distance so that they
Yeah.
can announce. So if you see Matt is in technically the safe zone, I am
Yep.
not there yet. Whenever all alive parties,
Ta-da! This is so cool. That's so fucking cool. I haven't seen it work like that yet. Oh my god, that's dope. So, this is so fucking cool.
It's so cool.
0 of 12 because the secret switches are spread throughout the entire thing. Okay, so the more you clear, the more it counts towards more rolls on the legendary tables, and like whether you got legendary or not. And then oh my god, it's so cool! Like it's so fucking cool. Like I've never been more hyped for anything in my entire life.
not gonna show them the roof, but
No,
we can show.
we can
A
not spawn in
promo thing.
enemies. And
I
like,
can show
kinda
a
do
promo
walkthrough.
thing that is
Yeah.
just fun. So if you come up to the roof,
Is that the promo thing I quite enjoy? Because,
How do I get out of this?
yeah, it's so cool.
Oh, there it is. It was just a tiny button. Am I
Yeah.
going to the roof? Like all the way
Yeah,
to the
just-
roof?
yeah, go into vanish, go up to the roof.
All the way?
Yeah, just come up to the
Okay.
platform. Come stand on the platform. Hold on. Why am I? Okay, one second.
We are gonna do a video, like a whole edited video.
One moment while I.
Do I have the cool poster up in here yet? No, I don't have it up yet. Sorry, Cobra. I have a lot of your stuff up in like secret areas, but I can't show the secrets yet.
Look south.
Oh no, you're gonna show them that?
Just this part. Let's see if it'll.
So cool.
That was sick.
so
That
cool.
was sick.
Let me see. Is this one? Yeah, look south again.
Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. America, fuck yeah. I didn't know that model existed. Oh my god, that's so fucking cool. What? I've been on vacation for like weeks. I haven't like seen a lot of this yet. Oh my god, that's sick. Okay, so
I'm just
while he's
deciding.
queuing up some stuff, the lore, right, if you've paid attention to the quests that exist in game right now, with like the Heli quest line and like even the Bradley quest line and stuff like that, you've been pushing back Cobalt's forces from the main island, right? That's what you've been doing for like the last year with all the quests that you're doing. You've been pushing them out, and then Deep Sea dropped, and you finally pushed their influence completely off the island. There is a storyline. Read the quest lore. You finally pushed their influence completely off of the island, and now they're scrambling to set up a forward base of operations. And that's why you're taking out these cargo ships in the deep sea. Is you're trying to disrupt them from establishing a new base of operations. Well, they do end up establishing a new base of operations. We're standing on it. So you're gonna go in, and your mission is going to be to take out the Cobalt Fob, their satellite base of operations, here in this, whole building or whatever. Yeah.
I'm
So
trying.
yeah, you're like SEAL Team 6 coming in here,
Do we show what the jet is for? Or is that a wait until later thing?
I think they can see it. I think they can see it.
Go into hover and watch the roof.
Oh, too fast. Didn't realize. Yeah, we good?
Yeah. Let's see.
At most, another 4 months. We're thinking sooner. Oh yeah, you're fighting. This is a fight on this roof. You're gonna be fighting, and they're gonna be fucking you up.
Here comes another one. Left side.
I told you, this is like nothing you've seen in Rust before. Yeah.
Airstrike inbound.
It's so cool.
Gotta have this ready.
A lot of the story beats are heavily influenced between, like, I was a D1 player back in the day, and also New World raids with dungeons, very heavily influenced by kind of like those story beats and like the rhythm of those.
I'm gonna give you a sneak peek, but I'm not gonna let it go.
Okay. Boom.
Just watch. Stand on one of the corners and look at. Yeah, one of the raised corners. Okay. Right about there is good.
Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, you were gonna show him this? That's crazy.
Nope.
Oh!
Nope.
Nope. That's all you
it.
get. That's all you get. Sure, you can think it's a show. I'm so hyped for this. This is gonna be the coolest thing we've made. Like, oh. Let's just say that a lot of the inspiration I had when I was thinking about this fight was battlefield control. Like, I don't want you guys to be able to safe spot anything. I want to make you move.
CA admin HUD show.
Underscore?
Nope, space. Just HUD space show.
So this is a work in progress for the event. That's gonna show kind of like timer of what's going on, where you are, kind of like remaining enemies, enemy like what phase you're on, things like that. It's got a heads-up display that's going to show your party members, which is different than your team. Your party is not the same as your team. That means if your team is not online and you want to join up in LFG with another 4-man who's doing this event, you can without leaving your team. I want to see you guys competing for worlds first. I want to see speedrunners versus completionists. Like, oh.
So do a CA admin HUD test, just because it shows a little bit more.
Did we say 8?
Yeah, 8.
Oh,
8-man max.
8-man max, yeah. Why am I the dead one, you motherfucker?
You were the 4th one on the list.
We're looking at about an hour overall and at least 15 minutes on the final boss fight, because that's what our team limit is. Yes. So we're looking at having different levels. Like we want speedrun time. Like Crying has built in so many like metrics that we're tracking. So we want to have like speedrunners versus like full completionist runs. Do I have anything?
No, nothing's on or loaded.
Yeah, I don't have anything loaded. It's going to be good. So, to talk a little bit more about the loot system and how that's kind of working is, it's gonna be good. So the number of rolls that you get on the specifically legendaries only table is you're guaranteed 1 for completing the phase, but it's dependent on your level of completion for the phase if you get more rolls, right? So like if you kill all of the enemies in an area, it's going to give you X number of rolls on top of your guaranteed roll for completing the phase. If you find secrets or complete a puzzle, things like that. We're also going to have a mechanic for the final boss where those switches that are hidden throughout the map that I've showed you none of, every time you hit a switch, it's going to increase like the percentage that you get a better legendary over a shittier legendary, right? So it's going to like shift up that whole percentage for every switch that you hit. So like if you do a completionist run and you kill all of the enemies and you hit all of the switches, you're looking at, 6 rolls on the legendary table, but like it's weighted more towards Leviathan and Impact than it is towards Plague Piercers and Clustercruths. I've lost them. Matt's just hyping them up now.
Let me see. Why are they not showing? Hold on. All right, I'm gonna stop it.
Oh, we're also like talking about building in like anti-leech mechanics to the LFG or to like the team system. So like if you didn't participate at all, you won't be eligible for loot. That's what I thought it broke them. Yeah, so it's a need greed pass system. So, how it's gonna work, right? You'll have your, say it's the final, you got like 8 rolls and 6 of which were on the legendary table. So that's guaranteed 6 legendaries, right? Everybody in the team will be able to need on one thing, greed on as many as you want, and pass on as many as you want, right? So before like it'll populate a list, it'll show you what legendaries you're gonna get. And like you'll see like there's a boomstick and an ashmaker and there's a huff and puff and there's a Leviathan chestplate and things like that, and you individually get to decide, do I want to click need, greed, or pass on each item, right? But you'll only get 1 need. And then once everybody's picked, it'll roll again. Obviously, need is weighted heavier than greed is weighted obviously heavier than pass. Pass means you don't want a shot at it. If like everybody passed, it would just do a straight equal roll. If everybody needed on the same item, it would do a straight equal roll amongst the team. So it decides who gets what based on your input with the need, greed, and pass system. Sometimes people do. I don't know if you've played a lot of MMOs. That's what it's completely straight ripped from MMOs. Need greed pass. Yes.
Not that I've ever played that. I'm not a nerd.
Yep. Like yeah. So, you should probably make sure not to have a full inventory, but depending on if it's like the shitty loot or if it's like the good legendaries or whatever, we might have kind of like a redeem thing. It depends. But you'll need to like manage your loot system. So it'll populate in a container for you and you'll have to put it in your inventory. That means if you have to drop shit on the ground, you have to drop some shit on the ground. You know what I mean? Like obviously it's more worth it to keep a Leviathan killed than it is to keep like a stack of gears, you know? There's gonna be filler loot as part of this as well, not like cutting into the legendaries. So the chests and stuff that you're looting throughout is gonna have like meds and food and fucking ammo and shit, right? Grenades, but like all of the not comps. So comps and like normal stuff will drop on the scientists, but the scientists don't drop bodies. So it's gonna create a large pool of loot and like distribute it amongst the group when you hit the safe zone. So like it's gonna feel good. It's gonna feel like a lot of loot. Like when you get to the safe zone, it's gonna be like, holy crap, there's just this bucket of loot.
Radar's on. You can do a CA admin loot and just don't fly around, but
yeah.
Or no, sorry, radar loot.
Yeah. So all of those crates is gonna be ammo and food and meds and shit like that. You're not going to be able to solo it. I can almost guarantee you. There's a puzzle on here. I won't tell you what it does, but it requires you to have all 3 of these switches flipped and swipe a card. But they're on timers. No, I didn't tell you where the switches are. Those aren't switches. That's like the thing that tells you if it's flipped or not.
Oh yeah, show them. You can show them what guns are in the turrets.
I think we're doing a minimum of 4.
It is
to load in with.
It has been set to L9 incense turret.
Yeah, gross. Like you need to have 4 before the event will be unlocked in your LFG.
We don't hate your solos. There's an LFG system, so
LFG, yeah.
you can have 4 solos that get into a party together and do the event
without having to worry about people stealing their loot. No, you literally cannot. Like it's physically impossible for you to hit all of the switches and light those up and swipe the card. There is not going to be a cost to doing the event. The event is free to do.
Yeah, the solo thing's just non-negotiable. That's no. I mean, you can do the event solo. You can do 50% of the event.
You can get to
solo.
about here, yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially. But like, if we have a lockout mechanic in place, if the entire team is dead at one time, you failed. That means if you're running it solo and you die, you fail. No, you'll keep everything you brought in and everything you gained so far. A down is not a death, so if Helping Hand picks you up, that's not a death.
Do you want to show off the siren lights or no?
There's so many more than one legendary. Like the entryway guarantees you one roll to put you on the legendary table, right? On the legendary table, and then like if you kill all of the scientists in the entryway, the one I showed you, I think that gives you 2 more rolls on the legendary table for one phase. After entry, there's green, then blue, then red. Like you're not walking out of here with a single legendary. Yeah. No, it's not a secret. Siren? The switches aren't a secret. The switches are a part of the boss fight. Yes, it gets harder as you go up.
These people think it's going to be easy to do.
Kill the radar. Fly into the middle.
This is going to be on a complete separate server.
Can fly into the middle on the right side and just look at the like the side you're on, you're fine. Come down a little bit and just watch the walls. Hold on. Sorry, trying to remember all my commands.
I think it's going to be easy.
It's actually kind of hilarious. Easy.
I think this is the command. Let's see. Yep, there it goes.
Yeah.
The siren lights, if you want to show. Go up. That they're rising.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't. That's to the. Oh, that's evil. That's fucking evil, right? I didn't know you did that.
Oh.
That's fucking evil. Deep sea cargo was challenging for its own reasons. Deep sea cargo has nav mesh issues. Like, there's a lot of stuff that we literally just cannot spawn over there. I don't know if I can spoil what's evil about the lights. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Okay, fair enough.
Mwahahaha.
I think I'm just trying to look. I think that's. Oh. I want to show off. Let's show off one thing. I don't have it wired in yet, but come in and show the speakers.
Where are they?
So,
There's one right in the entrance.
yeah, if you go towards the entrance, there's one right on the top left of the door. And then if you go towards, there's nothing playing, so don't.
Okay.
Need to wire stuff in. But if you come over to the, okay, turn to your right. Sorry, face the east wall. Go east wall center.
Uh-huh.
And you'll see there's a speaker there. And then if you go up, it's all the way through the building. So this is something that I think will be very cool, but there will be interactive audio throughout the event as well.
And we're bringing in someone to voice act.
So like as you progress through, there will be audio cues and there will be things that happen.
Is he still in the chat? I saw him. He was here earlier. Voice actor. No, Cobra is our artist. He's not.
I am
he's
not.
in the chat.
I am not going to be voice acting.
No, it's not Fancy. Fancy is not our voice actor.
Do a convincing welcome to Brit's PvE. But that's about it.
That was kind of creepy. I kind of like that. All right.
That's how I do a lot of my refunds, actually.
Yeah, Unborn got it. It's definitely Shinny. Shinny is gonna voice act for us. We're gonna do like radio transmissions. I think I will be so disappointed when you guys prove this to be super easy. Like, I might actually cry about it.
I don't think that's possible.
After the work that Penguin and I put in last night, I doubt it.
I don't know. I'm so hyped. This is so cool. This has been such a long time coming, and like I can't believe that like some random chaos shit that I came up with in the middle of nothing just is coming to life like this. Crying has just fucking killed it. Truly.
The end of this event will be like, I mean, I feel like it'll be like nothing you've gone up against in Rust. So
yeah, we didn't want this to feel like a regular Rust event. You know what I mean? That you can like load onto any server. Like this is something else. Need to make our map smaller. Sharp, I don't know about other servers, but I'm already working on theory crafting the next one. Like the lore for it and the vibe and like the themes. I've got a start for it already.
Beelzebub, this is the base launch building that's been modified to our specification by Aton because he's a G.
Mm-hmm.
The lobby area out front was designed by Aton and Mad, and does definitely look sick. And then the entire plugin itself is 100%.
Did everybody just see that
bespoke.
pop up?
I saw that.
Did everyone just see that pop up? GG's, Matt.
And somehow he still manages to leak something.
I know. Great. That would be super cool though.
But we're at 12,000 lines of config for this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh god, it's so pretty. Like crying, it's like it's a CS sip instead of, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's the cleanest code we have on the entire server, not gonna lie. Ugh. Yeah, I've really enjoyed the opportunity to, Brother, now you're doing it on purpose. That was such a flash. It's so clean. No, I've actually really enjoyed being able to like work with the community, like working with Cobra on this and nerding out about like old school propaganda posters and like the Cobalt vibes. Like we mind melded. Like this guy was making propaganda posters for Cobalt and Cobra before I messaged him. Like
Cobra is the one who built the really cool Fallout base.
mm-hmm.
And when base the wipe. That was pretty cool.
C#, yeah, Rest is in C#. But yeah, this is our most recent baby. This is the scope of this, the scale of this. I hope has made it clear like what has been taking us like all of our time. Honestly, the lore that we're doing is very much influenced and like worked around the accepted lore for like Rust in general. It just made it kind of easier to lean in, you know? We worked so hard on this, by the way. Like, Aton and I figuring out, like, the different stages so it looks like they're living out of these pallets. As far as release date, we're looking at the latest XP wipe. Or next XP
Before
wipe.
GTA 6.
Before GTA 6, yeah. None of this would have been possible if we didn't have like such an amazing team that Matt put together. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Like, we've been able to bring people into the Rust space that are like professional developers who don't like, they're not Rust devs. We've been able to work with like really respected people in the Rust space who have been deving for Rust for years and years, and like it's just building out this dream team, challenging like the conventions of like what's expected and possible in this space and in this game. It's been such a privilege to work with everybody, to be completely honest. The prices are randomly generated, Alta, for like every hour, just random. That's true.
Yeah, we have a robot that
Yeah.
makes our maps, so.
Yeah. AI driven map making. Yeah, the LFG is a big thing. Nachu's working on it. Nachu hasn't gotten a lot of FaceTime as he's one of our newer devs, but he's killing it. And he's working on building out the LFG, and the decision to make the LFG was made so that we could bring solos into the fold with things, but also not compromise the goal, which is to create an MMO in Rust. That's been the goal since day one. Like, if you watched the fancy interview with Matt, it's something that he said in the interview too. Like, he's wanted to build an MMO for like his entire life. Like, that's the goal of the servers, and we don't want to like alienate, you know, the solos. The solo experience on Rust is part of the culture in the game, but also we don't want to compromise on that MMO feel, Hypixel and Rust, you know what I mean? Windcraft and Rust. Yeah, no admin love. All right.
Hold on, before I'm
Yeah.
just checking one thing, because I'll let you give them one more quick look at something, and then you'll have to turn away afterwards. But
Okay. Where?
hold on. Well, I have to load it on to make sure it still works. I've cleaned out a lot of the old plugins. Yeah, well, yeah, it might still be worth doing. Okay. Hover about halfway up the building. Get a little bit closer, just a little bit closer.
Okay.
All right. Look at the whole building
Mm-hmm.
and put in this command.
Are
in
you
the
sending
chat.
it to me?
No, I'll just tell you it.
Oh, okay.
BEC space draw
Oh god.
space on.
Oh god. That's all the enemy spawns. Nope, too far.
Oh, but it's gonna be easy.
It's gonna be easy, guys. They're gonna solo it.
All right, that's it. You can turn it off.
Do you one better? I'm gonna kill the stream.
But yeah, I hesitated because I was like, it's gonna show the switches, but you're outside. Still doesn't show
Yeah.
anything. So
Welcome to the 10th layer of hell.
Light work, 10 minutes. All right, guys. It has been real, but the town hall started a long time ago now. It's been 2.5 hours. And yeah, it's been real. Appreciate all of you. OST? What are you asking?
soundtrack.
I don't know what.
Original
Oh,
soundtrack.
oh, I don't think. Probably
I'm
I
on
can
not.
it.
sing. I can sing if
I'm
you
on
want,
it.
but I wouldn't recommend it.
AI music all the way.
Oh
Easy.
God.
Be done tomorrow.
All right. 10 hours of Matt screaming.
It has the mad diss track.
Oh God. Yeah. Where is that guy who was supposed to make that diss track?
Well, there's already one. I can go find it.
There
I
was
had it the
one,
other
but
day.
there was another guy who was gonna make one.
I got like 10.
I haven't got any. I
Yeah.
feel really left out.
I don't count the diss tracks you make against me crying.
That's fair.
Only organic diss tracks from people I actually upset.
The Lizzie
Alright.
meditation.
I know, for real.
It's Unborn. It's just gonna be about you not getting base of the wipe. Let's be honest.
Real. It's been lovely. You might get some presents. We'll see how generous I'm feeling.
The biggest thing for us is we finally fixed the stupid fucking chat plugins. And so
Oh God.
hopefully next wipe we shouldn't have the weird thing where sometimes it shows your PR level, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes the gradient works, sometimes it doesn't. That one was just for us, but we took like the 5 different
He said,
plugins.
has it really been over 3,000 lizards?
That wouldn't
Fucking
even shock me.
W. That's
The
so
dedication is
impressive.
wild.
Can we get new colors for Lifetime? I kind of agree. I think Lifetime's thing sucks. But
Yeah. Matt made them all. I don't know. I'm so
we've
lazy when I
modified
get
them
better
over
at that.
over time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learnt my mistake of asking for colours last time, so
Yeah.
not me
Yeah.
doing that again.
All right. It's been lovely. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Genuinely, it blows my mind every time we have a town hall. Yeah, presents will probably be coming out, but I'm gonna be sober with you. I need to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna go do that first.
See you next
Have a
time.
good rest of your day,
in
guys.
Brit's Town Hall.
Creepy as fuck.
I like it, Stinker.
I can do it on script.
I love
Oh, yeah, we should get that recorded and put it as a sound in the Discord and play it at the beginning of the town. Oh God! All right. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
it.
Bye.